Welcome back to...
Non dico niente.
Welcome back to another episode of the Midnight Kebab podcast. Episode 8. Can you believe it?
I cannot.
I cannot either.
Episodes, bro?
I thought we'd give up after like the second one or the third one.
You know what really shocks me?
Mm-hmm.
There's still like 40 viewers per video.
Last video got like 25.
Yeah, but it builds up.
It does?
Yeah, it does.
Alright.
Like, remember Max's that also started with like 2 views?
Yeah, but then it went up to like 40 at least.
Yeah, maybe it's because we talked about it so much.
It could be. Who knows?
But it was a good one.
It was a good one.
But yeah, I actually thought that by now we would have like three people maybe checking it out.
3 more people.
Like three in total. I really thought like the first episode might get like 30 views.
Right.
And then from there people would stop being interested. But it turns out that we're so good at talking that people actually come back each week.
I don't believe that people like us talking.
No, it can't be, dude.
People must just be like, you know, when they get high, they smoke, they're like, they just turn anything on and they have a laugh at it. That's what we are to them.
Are you saying my mom does drugs? Because she listens to this.
No. Obviously, we're going to have our friends, the families that view us. But
yeah.
the people that don't know us and are like clicking on our videos, they're probably people that are just high or off drugs.
You think?
I think so.
Okay. This is episode 8, right?
Yeah.
If you're watching this and we don't know you in real life, leave a comment, bro.
I mean, we've said that on previous episodes.
No one's done it. But like,
it yet.
actually, though, do it because you might be our first viewer that's not from real life, you know?
And then if you ever blow up, you know, we might contact you.
Dude, we're going to keep you in mind, dude.
We'll put you in the... Remember on was it episode 1 that we said we'll have a wall of fame of all the people that comment?
Yeah. But not anymore.
Not anymore. We're not going to have that anymore.
Okay, but you know how YouTubers do giveaways and stuff
Yeah.
like that? If you comment like as one of the first people on our podcast,
yeah,
we're not going to do a random giveaway. It's going to be to you, I guess.
Right. Cause
Right.
was it the very first comment on our very first podcast?
You?
Was I?
I'm not sure, dude.
I feel like it might have... It's probably you with the poll. So you have to give yourself a giveaway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for those of you that don't know, we're the first winners of the whatever giveaway we do.
The first giveaway, it's going to be an iPhone 16 by then.
Yeah, of course. We're gonna give ourselves away like a Lamborghini as well.
Yeah, of course.
And then since it's a giveaway, it's tax
free.
Yeah,
it's a charity.
Yeah.
Hey, man, but how's your week been, dude? Because mine's been horrible. What a shit week, dude.
I don't know how to describe my week. It's holy shit. Last night,
yours seems like ups and downs, roller coaster.
It's mostly been ups.
Mine's been mostly downs, bro.
Fuck.
But we're chilling, dude.
We are?
Yeah, we get through it.
All right, that's good.
We do this.
Yeah.
We do be doing this, you know?
Dude, I'm so fucking tired. I might just fall asleep halfway through.
I showed up to Neil's house. See, he promised me he would cook me lunch and everything throughout the week.
I did.
Yeah, you did. But you did it while sleeping. So what the fuck happened to you last night that you're this destroyed, man?
No, I don't know. It's like we have this homework due, right? This Sunday.
Oh, so you did the homework.
Yeah, of course. I'm always working, by the way. For people that don't know, I'm like the hardest worker out there.
Bro, for people who don't know, this kid has never done a single work in his life, dude.
Oh, the disrespect of my name.
Okay, fine. Tell the story then. So yesterday you're like, I need to work for this deadline.
Yeah.
And what did you do then?
But also it was a beautiful Friday.
Prove me wrong.
Beautiful Friday.
Prove me wrong,
You
dude.
can't
I
tell me
dare
that
you.
yesterday was not a beautiful Friday.
Yeah, it was.
It was the loveliest Friday I've ever seen in Amsterdam.
You haven't seen a lot of Fridays, bro.
Dude, every day is so fucking shitty in this country. The weather is so painful. It's so painful for no reason.
Yesterday was good weather, but you
Yeah.
know, that's not an excuse to just not do work.
No. I did work. Here's where I started to do work, right?
Right.
So I had lessons in the morning. I did them. And then I had like this, a class where we were also being graded technically. We get a pass or a fail.
Right.
That was
right.
cool. Because that like genuinely relaxed me for some reason because I found that test relaxing. I don't know. It was weird.
Yeah, that is kind of weird, but right.
Yeah. And after that, I was like, damn, do I want to work on this beautiful day? I guess I should, right?
Right.
Because the deadline's on Sunday and I still hadn't started by then.
Right.
Right. So I texted my friend. I was like, dude, it's a beautiful Friday and it's so sunny outside. I would not want this day to go to waste. Do you want to go out to a park?
But if you work, it's not going to waste. You're doing your work.
Exactly. Then, so he mentioned that we have work. I'm like, true. What if we get together and we work?
At the park.
At his house.
That's not the park.
At first it was the park. But then he's like, I have this amazing view of the sun setting. I'm like, you got me. I'm on my way.
Right.
And so I was on my way. I went to his house. We We didn't do anything. We don't do drugs here in this country.
You did drugs.
No.
You did drugs.
No.
And
Okay.
You did drugs.
Okay. Fine. Okay. I rolled one. I pulled up. I'm like, dude, how are you doing? Can I roll? He's like, yeah, go ahead.
So you went to the guy's house to do homework, and the first thing you do when you pull up is roll.
Yeah. No, okay, we rolled, but it was like not a strong one. It was just a light one that would get us through.
A beer.
So, something like that.
Yeah.
It was something like that. So I rolled it up. Beautiful roll, by the way. I shocked myself. Holy shit.
A Madonna, you told me.
It wasn't really a Madonna, but
close.
Close enough to a Madonna.
See.
Yeah. Smokable. That's all we care about.
Well, smokable is not good. Smokable is just smokable.
Yeah.
So if it's good, it has to be more than smokable, bro.
All right. It was, the shape of it was a
Impeccable.
Mona Lisa.
Okay.
But like, I'll get into my struggles of rolling later. Do you want to hear my struggles of rolling?
No, I really don't care. Dude.
All right, fair enough. Then I'll have to say like separately, a different episode, just me and like my aunties not my aunties, like how I roll.
Yeah.
I have to make a video on how I roll.
Sure, dude. Sure.
Yeah, you know those YouTube tutorials that everyone watches at first, like how to roll.
Yeah, your mic's off, by the way.
No, it's not.
No, yeah, I'm messing with you. Alright, so you are awake. That's you told me you were gonna sleep on this podcast.
No, I'm awake.
I'm gonna slap the fuck out of you, bro.
So what happened is that we smoked the first one.
Yeah.
Then my friend's like, he started getting the munchies. I'm like, that's a bit quick to get munchies, but fine. I also got the munchies.
Maybe the homie was just hungry from before, you know?
Oh, could be.
Yeah.
So he made a toasty. I think it was
Toasty
beautiful.
boasty.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
And then we started working. We finally started working. I had 2 slides down out of the 9 that I
Okay,
needed.
so you did 2/9 of your work.
All right. 2 slides, but the first slide is just the fucking title.
The intro. So you did
intro.
1/8 of your work.
and the second page was it's not even that much. It's just about the company that I chose to talk about.
Do you ever? I know you do this a lot, but I guess how much do you do this? Where like you start to work.
Yeah.
You'll do like the fucking intro, and then you put it down. You're like, all right, this is enough. I'm finna go do something else.
I do that a lot. I do that a lot.
Man.
It's like after I've done only after the first page I get tired. I'm like, I need a break, and that break turns out to be 2 hours long.
Well, yesterday turned out to be what, 12?
Right.
Cause
maybe I don't
Okay.
know. So then if we were doing our homework, and like another friend of ours that I already asked before if he wanted to come, he's like, nah, dude, I really need to work tonight. I have other things to do.
right, just like you guys.
Yeah.
By the way,
Yeah, exactly. He was also working. He was being a good boy. He was doing his homework.
well, so far you're supposed to be the good boy because you told me you work.
I mean, yeah, we were working. We got 2 slides down.
You got high. You got 2 slides down, and then you went to eat.
No, we ate before already.
Okay.
And so this third friend, he just calls us.
Yeah.
He doesn't call us. He texts us. He's like, "Are you guys still chilling?" I'm like, "Yeah, we're still chilling." He's like, "All right, I'm on my way." He comes. He comes because he wants to chill, not to work.
Right.
So he rolls one.
Right.
Obviously, we have to smoke it if you roll one.
Yeah.
So
I mean, if someone rolls, someone smokes. You know.
Obviously, and it's a
Obviously.
beautiful day,
Yeah.
and it's a lovely.
I mean, I
fucking
feel
day.
you, dude. Because in the north, it's not like when there's a good day, people stop whatever they're doing and they go outside.
Yeah, and it's a Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, that would have been fine if you did work during the week, but you saved it for the weekend. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna do it after you're gone. I'm gonna do my work
After I'm gone.
Yeah, of course.
I know for a fact.
It's due tomorrow. I have to work on it tonight.
Really?
Yeah,
What time tomorrow?
23:59.
Oh, you got all of tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
So tomorrow I need to be productive too, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Fuck. Right. So second booth down.
Yeah. Move to
We
on a work day.
on a work day. We get really hungry. So one my friend, the first one, decided
You
it
eat
would
each
be-
other.
Huh?
You start eating each other. Because
Right.
you're so fucking hungry.
We should have, but nah. So my friend decides it's a good idea to start watching Munchies videos.
Yeah.
Or you know those videos on YouTube where like you go and you see there's this one Dutch guy that was saying all the good places to go eat when you're drunk.
Oh yeah, dude. I found that while researching names for our
Yeah?
podcast. Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember actually. Yeah.
Yeah. That's where I learned the word lekker, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lekker.
Lekker.
How, okay, dude. That's like Dutch word number 1. Dutch word number 2 is top,
Man.
and then 3 is man. Yeah.
No, 2 is man.
Yeah, 2 is man.
Because usually when you say lekker, you also say man.
Yeah, lekker man.
Lekker man.
Hey, alles goed man?
Alles goed? Yeah.
Hey, Albert Heijn, yeah?
Albert Heijn. Albert Heijn is so shitty.
No, Albert Heijn's fine. Dude.
It's overpriced and it's like got shitty products in it.
No, the products are fire actually,
The variety,
but it is overpriced.
the variety is just
What
not
Albert
there.
Heijn the fuck do you go to, dude? They're all good.
They're all bad.
I haven't been to an Albert Heijn. I'm like, fuck, I hate this place.
Every Albert Heijn I go to, I like. Fuck,
I
hate
miss
this place.
Toddy's a lot. Toddy's
Yeah.
gang for life, dude.
But like the whole spiel or the appeal of Albert Heijn is that it looks good once you're in, but the products aren't that nice.
I don't know where this is coming from, bro. Just finish your story.
Right. So second booth down. Now we got the munchies, and my friend is like, "All right, I'm ordering KFC." He orders KFC, and my third friend that came, he had to go back because he had to meet a friend at his house.
Right.
Right. So at that point, I'm like, okay, fine. We'll have the chicken, and while we have the chicken, I'll also roll one.
Right. Because it's a work day.
A parting gift, if you will.
A parting gift,
A parting gift with my friend.
Oh, you're a gentleman.
Of course.
You have to.
I have to.
Right.
It's customary in Amsterdam. It's
Yeah.
when you go to someone's house and someone offers you food, you have to offer them weed.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what's happening today. You cook for me?
Yeah.
But I don't have any weed, though, because I don't do drugs. I'm sorry.
True. Only cocaine.
No, that's... No.
No?
No.
Right.
It's
Good
not
place.
Sunday, dude.
On God's
Jokes,
day.
Jokes.
Cocaine on God's day.
God's day, yeah. Cocaine
Yeah.
was made by God. It's pure, you know? White.
I mean, if you think about it, everything was made by God, so
So, oh, true.
true.
Hey, bro.
Right. So third booth. Then
Booth 3.
Then I leave. It's curfew. I have to be home before 9.
Yeah. Wait. It's already 9?
No. I have to be
Hey.
home before 9.
Okay, but you've made 2 slides. What time is it, dude?
I don't know. It was like almost 9, I think, at that point.
It was like 8.
I called you. What time did I call you?
You called me when you were already home, and it was a tiny bit past 9.
No.
but
I
were
called you
at
on the
door.
road. I called you on the road.
No, I called you on the road, and then you called me back, I think.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I told you the craziest story that night.
I don't remember your story, and it was not that crazy. But I mean,
Dude, I was so scared. Walking down Demon, it's so scary.
yeah,
dude.
it is scary at night, bro.
It's so scary at night. There was like this
Are
shady
you gonna
looking
take me to the
guy.
bus stop after this?
No.
Fuck.
Do you want me to?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Dude, I don't want to die, dude.
Are you gonna take the metro?
No, bus.
All right.
Yeah.
Dude, the metro route is so much nicer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't take the metro, bro. Doesn't work.
Crynest.
Huh?
Crynest? No, sorry. Amstel Station.
I have no idea.
Amstel Station and then the 40
To your house.
to your house.
To my house.
Are you into Harlem?
No.
So?
Michelle's house.
Yeah, Amstel and then 40.
40 as in bus 40.
Yeah.
Bro, just fucking finish the story.
All right. Okay.
We'll figure it out,
I'm
man. I'll
making it
get-
too
I'll
long.
get
I'm making
home.
it too long. Right. So, third booth. I'm on my way home. I call Mattis because I'm scared and I just want to talk to someone at that point.
I hated on you a lot when you called me.
Yeah.
Mostly because now it's like, see it from my perspective. Because
Yeah.
we already talked at 2 p.m.
But were you busy?
Oh, dude, we even forgot to say, dude.
What did
We're
we?
supposed to have a guest today. But he's not here.
Right, we'll have a guest next time.
Yeah, but we hyped some people out. So,
Yeah.
sorry for that, guys. But yeah, Patrick couldn't make it.
Yeah.
We would love to talk to him. And we had it all planned out, but something came up.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's unable to join. But we'll get him back at some point.
I feel like we should have started with that.
Yeah. Yeah, we should have.
But back to the story.
Yeah, so you called me at 2, and that's when I was like, yeah, okay, you're going to work, but you already had your first booth or something.
Yeah.
And then next time I hear from you, it's 8 p.m. You're at booth 3.
Booth
2
3,
slides down, and I'm
2
like,
slides
this
down,
kid is
on
not
my way
working.
home. And there's like just this random dude that I'm freaked out by on the road. So I finally make it home.
He was falling. No, you framed it as like he was falling. He
All
was
right,
going to
but
kill me. And I'm like, where is he? He's like, he's in front of me. I'm following him.
Dude, you don't understand. Dude,
You were following a guy, and then you called me scared and started talking about the guy behind him. Bro, motherfucker was probably sweating, dude. Poor guy.
Dude, he was looking behind at me like from time to time, and he was on his phone trying to pretend that he was busy and whatnot. So I got scared. I'm like,
No,
what
he's just scared of you. He's doing what you're doing.
I'm scared of him.
Yeah, I understand. But you
Yeah.
two probably just could have held hands and walked home.
True. But there was a point where like he was walking freakishly slow for some reason. So like I just stopped walking and I was like, all right, I'll give him a minute to like get past.
Yeah.
Or, like, yeah. And I finally make it home, and by that time it's like 9:15 maybe. And do I call you again at this point?
You called me like 10 times, then you called Michelle's phone when I stopped answering.
No, Michelle's phone I called when like I was still out. Yeah.
I don't know, bro. But we definitely talked a lot yesterday.
Yeah, we did.
I know that much.
And then I came back home and I was losing my... What were we talking about? That we were losing our shit too.
Irrelevant.
Irrelevant?
Oh, something funny, right?
I mean, I was like...
Yeah,
it
doesn't
must
matter.
be funny. Who
I mean,
cares?
there's some stuff, but I don't want to say it. in public. But
Right.
you know,
I just have no recollection of what we talked about.
well,
Um,
you're freaked out about being lost, and then you met some people in the elevator that was interesting and stuff,
Dude, that was the
bro. And then I finally go to sleep, and you call me at like 12:30 a.m.
that was when I was fucked.
Dude, I was so angry.
Dude, that was when I was fucked.
Because I really needed that sleep. Bro. I had a long week.
So what happened then is that I came home
Yeah, after booth 3.
after booth 3.
At which point you were supposed to finally fucking work because it's 9
I
p.m.
opened my laptop. I changed it to my PJs. I didn't brush my teeth at that point because I was gonna do
Bro,
it
how
later.
can you be a grown ass man and wear PJs, bro?
You don't wear PJs?
No, I haven't worn PJs since I was 5.
Because you sleep naked,
Or in underwear.
right? Basically, naked.
Mostly in underwear.
Yeah. So no, I don't. I mean, I get that, but I just prefer PJs.
Yeah, but you're a grown ass man, you know? Just saying. Just saying.
Grown ass people also wear PJs.
Nah, just saying.
No, you go to the hospital. they
My
give you-
Vista. Hospital, motherfucker. That's the hospital, yeah. And if I go to someone's house, I might wear a shirt, you know?
Yeah,
A night shirt.
that's your PJ.
Yeah, but you're not supposed to do that at home alone.
But you're also supposed to be comfortable when you're home alone.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can do it. Makes you comfortable, bro.
Yeah. Oh,
still
irrelevant.
weird.
Irrelevant. So I'm in
So,
my PJs.
yeah.
I open my laptop, and when I open my laptop, I see that a message is on my WhatsApp. It's from my friend saying, "Yo, want to come down? I'm about to smoke."
In the same building.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like, shit. I really gotta work, but it's also Friday, and it's already way too late.
Yeah.
I said, "Fuck it," and I just went.
See, you have to understand. A lot of my anger came from the fact that because I'm not actually angry. It's just like I see these attributes in myself too, right?
Yeah.
So it pisses me off because I'd be very angry at myself because I would do the exact same
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
So basically, from there, I went over to his place, and at his place, he had his friend over,
Yeah.
which we met today. She was in the car.
Right. On
Yeah.
the way to your house.
Yeah, the girl that also said that she wants to name her first kid after me.
Bro, please don't name your kid after Neil.
If any of you are about to have a child and you can't
Do not
decide on a
name
name them Niloy.
Do not name
Best
him
name
Niloy.
ever. Best name ever.
Bro, yeah, I rate the name. I just don't like. You're gonna have a very strong negative connotation attached to your child now forever. You know,
What do you mean? I'm a role model.
role model.
I'm a
bro.
role model.
You're a role. You roll a lot. You're not a model. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Right. That's besides the point.
Right.
So I see the friend, and I also see his roommate for the very first time, and I'm like, dude, where have you been? I've been here for 2 weeks. I've been in this house for like a lot of times. I've never seen you. But that was also the case with like this other friend that was there. She was like, I've never seen you too.
What the fuck?
But he's been living there since August,
He just doesn't come out the room, I guess.
I guess. I don't know. I just never saw him when I went there.
Fair.
So we smoked another one, and then
Booth number 4. No.
booth number 4.
Let's see.
And like half an hour passed, and he was rolling another one. I'm like,
Booth number 5
booth number 5, and then I went home.
to do work.
Yeah, no, to sleep. I was very tired at that point. But
So wait, okay. Before you continue with, because this is like the end of the story, I guess.
no, I mean,
Ish.
do I also want to say the other stuff that
Yeah,
happened?
but that's gonna be the ending, right?
All right,
So
okay,
let's
yeah.
build a bit of suspense. But how much work did you get done at the end? Just those 2 slides,
2 slides.
bro? I'm gonna find some slides and slap the fuck out of you with them. Do you understand what I'm saying?
No, but I think I have 3 slides now.
3,
'Cause
you
I
did
was-
one in your sleep,
No, I was working on it before you came, but then you called me. How rude of you, by the way.
motherfucker. You
I
called
was
me
working
25 times yesterday, and I didn't want to answer. I wanted to answer it once,
Dude,
maybe.
you don't understand. I was working so hard, and then you just call me like, "Can you come pick me up?" I'm like, "What?"
Bitch, it's 2 p.m. You should have been working, dude.
I was, and you called me.
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
But you should have been working like 8 a.m. Do it right, bro.
I woke up at
But the reason you couldn't is because
right. So
you got home
Holy
after
shit!
booth 5.
After booth 5, that's when shit got a bit crazy. I came back home.
Yeah.
I did not switch into my PJs. I laid on I was on the couch. That's like just over there. I sat down,
Yeah.
and I was feeling all sorts of mad. at that point.
Is there a single one of those feelings that involved being disappointed in yourself for not doing your homework?
No, at that point, I just did not give a fuck about my homework anymore. It was just like, I just felt terrible. I just felt like the whole room was moving. I just felt like, I don't know. It was crazy. It was like a crazy trip, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And then at some point I'm like, okay, my stomach's really hurting because from the KFC that I had, and like when I came back,
Bro, KFC will mess up your stomach, bro.
it will mess up your stomach. But when I came back, do you see those snacks that are just behind you? Like I had the
Yeah,
Nutella
dude, I could
cookies
smell it when I stepped into your room, dude.
and the cheese tortillas.
It's a crime scene in here, dude.
Yeah. Right. So I was eating on those, and at some point my stomach is just mad. It's just mad at me for some
Bro,
reason.
if your stomach was already mad, you don't want to start eating, dude. Snacks?
Munchies, you know.
Munchies, yeah, I get you, bro.
So I go to the bathroom, I sit down. At that point, nothing comes out. And I'm like, I really don't want to throw up, because whenever I throw up, it's just like feels horrible.
Yeah, that
feels good afterwards, but
that's kind of how throwing up goes.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm like trying to convince myself that I will not throw up. I'll not throw up. I've been sitting on the toilet for like 20 minutes, I think. And I finally decide that it's time to get up. But when I get up, the whole world like starts turning around.
I would have just slept on the toilet, bro.
Dude, I nearly did.
Yeah, you considered it?
I was like, what is my life? At that point, I was thinking, what is my life?
Yeah.
What has my life come to?
Yeah, I feel
and I felt sorry for my roommate, because I think I think he probably was sleeping.
The whole world probably heard you, dude. I'm pretty sure I heard you, bro, from all the way in Ireland.
So I finally decide that I need to go back to my room and try and sleep.
Yeah.
But that's when like shit starts getting even worse.
Bro.
I come back to my room, and like this feeling of me needing to throw up, and like my head was just spinning, and like it just felt weird, and like it just felt, I don't know. It was like the weirdest trip ever.
Yeah.
And I was moving my hands in all random sort of ways.
Dude,
like
the way you described it to me, it sounded like you took cocaine, you know?
Almost. Holy shit.
Because like you also tried to shower without a shower. That's the most cocaine thing I've ever heard, bro.
But almost. Okay. So I was in my room. I was pacing back and forth from one end to the other, and like
cocaine,
I was moving my hands.
Cocaine part 1.
I was moving my hands as well. Like
cocaine part 2.
I was just trying to feel like myself, you know. I was just trying to feel me to see that I was still there.
Cocaine part 3.
Oh fuck.
Cocaine part 4 is that you tried to shower in the sink.
No. And then I'm like, okay, fuck it. I finally need to go throw up. So I go to the bathroom. I sit down by the toilet. I start throwing up.
Yeah.
It felt so horrible, because after I threw up once, I did not feel good. I still didn't feel good. I was like, what the fuck is this? Usually, normally when I throw up, like I feel good right after.
Yeah, that's because something is wrong deep in your stomach, you know?
Yeah. And then, so I did not feel good. I threw up a second time.
Fuck.
I felt a little better, but it was starting to hurt a lot from throwing up my throat.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, fine. I'm done throwing up. I feel a little better. Let me get up. I get up and I go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And at that point, my legs were all asleep. And it just, overall, it just felt really horrible.
Yeah, I can imagine, bro.
My legs were asleep. I'm like, I can't stand up. I can't really walk. I'm just like standing in front of the mirror, in front of like the sink. And
Dude, when you're in that moment and you look at yourself in the mirror, how do you feel, bro? How do you feel?
Dude, I just looked at myself. I'm like, am I still high?
Am I still high? See, that's the problem with boof, though.
Yeah.
Because you throw up and it doesn't fix your high.
Yeah.
Because you smoke that shit.
Depends if it's an edible or not.
Yeah, if it's an edible, it can work.
Yeah.
It helps.
Yeah.
But that's the problem with boof. And your body still has the reaction to want to explode, like, you know,
so
throw it up, but it doesn't help.
So at this point, I'm in front of after I threw up the second time, I'm in front of the mirror.
Yeah.
And I'm just running cold water through my hands, and I'm like basically taking handfuls of this water and I'm dumping it on my head. And like,
bro,
inutile. Just to feel something and like to feel a little colder, because I don't know, when you throw up, that just kind of helps.
Part 5.
Fuck. So that was me for a bit, and I'm like, okay, finally I decided I need to go back to my room. I need to try and get some shut eye. I need to try and sleep.
Yeah.
Hopefully that will get better.
Yeah.
I lay down, close my eyes. Bad idea. Holy shit.
Oh, dude, shit starts spinning.
Yeah.
That's a feeling. Like the until this point, I don't really relate with your story too much. I've never had a high like that.
Yeah.
But the spinning in your head when you like, especially when you put it down.
Yeah.
Or you try to lay down. Holy shit, bro.
Dude, and I was breathing like quite frantically. It's like, it wasn't like I couldn't find air. It was just that it was heavy breathing.
Yeah, well, that's the type of like panic attack thing.
Yeah, almost, I think. But it didn't feel like I was panicking, but it could have been. I don't know. So anyways, I lay down. I need to go throw up again. I throw up for the third time, and after I threw up the third time, I felt so much better.
And then you went to
I was
sleep.
like, finally. And then I brought a bucket from the bathroom, and like then I finally went to like I kind of went to sleep. But when I closed my eyes, I had like these three things where like all of a sudden I woke up and like the whole room was dizzy, and I don't know.
Bro, how
heart
long
was
is it
beating a lot.
since you came to this country?
Fuck, 2 weeks.
Okay, you came the day before 2 podcasts ago,
Yeah.
right? So it's literally 2 weeks and a bit.
It's been 2 weeks and 2 days.
2 weeks and 2 days.
Yeah.
And this is where you are now.
So no, but it was crazy. It was crazy. Would I recommend this? Sure.
No.
No.
Maybe you should have stopped at booth 4, you know?
Booth 3 was it.
Booth 3 was
I
it.
should have stopped at booth 3. Booth 3, I felt highly productive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. But booth 4 or 5.
4 and 5 were just
But those are also
unnecessary.
late night booths.
Yeah.
And those roles tend to be a bit heavier,
Right.
you know?
But like this whole episode happened for like 2 hours straight, because I remember I came back home at like 12 and I
Yeah.
was in the bathroom until 2. Well, like this
Bro.
whole episode continued until 2. And then at
That's a
2:06
killer, dude.
At 2:06 I went to bed and I fell asleep.
206.
Yeah, and I woke up at like 9 in the
Impeccable memory, bro.
morning. Yeah.
Hey, yo, but you almost talked for half an hour, by the way.
Holy.
So, like, can I do the intro now?
Yeah, go on, man. I think an intro is overdue by now.
Yeah. Not an intro, but like, let's say a recap, right? So
Yeah.
we're gonna talk about some news.
Uh-huh.
Everything's falling apart in the world. We do got Dutch elections, so that's, I guess, positive news.
Yeah.
Democracy works, I guess. I mean, it happened. Let's see. We got Asian hate crime.
Yeah.
Going on the loose, I would say,
Mm-hmm.
ramping up. We got a poor victim in the UK's.
Mm-hmm.
You got Sarah Everard. Is that her name?
Sarah Everard, I think.
All right. Oh yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And maybe a few more depressing topics at the end. Depends if we got time.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I want to do a few, like, let's say, rundown of the news.
News of the
Because-
week.
Yeah, news of the week, but
Mhm.
so much shit happened. But it's not gonna be the main headline. That's gonna be Dutch elections.
Mm-hmm.
But let's look at it. So first, we got a report coming out from the USA. You see what it's written, right?
No.
Oh, you don't have the document open, bro. Are you actually curious talking about how you threw up last night and you don't even have the podcast?
I have it now. Relax. I have it.
Hey, all right.
Okay.
Fine. 50 bombs a day since 2000. An average of
2000.
50 bombs a day have been dropped every single day since the year 2000 from the USA. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
That's a lot of money.
Exactly. So that means that every day the contractors are getting 50 bombs worth of money. But also, I mean, I used to, growing up, have this idea, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when I say growing up, I mean till quite late. Let's say 15, 16 even. That the Europe, in collaboration with America, because, you know, we are close to them,
Mm-hmm.
but Europe in general was about promoting peace and democracy and love. So how is it that we can actually feel this way unironically when our number one ally is dropping 50 bombs a day? To me, it seems like we're allied with the most violent one ever. You know?
That's crazy. 50 bombs a day is like just where though? Where?
So this study was done in all of the countries in the Middle East that they
Mhm.
bomb. So I think I don't have the report with me. I should have actually, but just some countries I remember they looked at was Iraq, Afghanistan, Palestine, and Yemen, I think. And
Sounds
there was
Sounds right.
yeah, and there was I know for sure that all the countries outside of the Middle East were not included, but also they're not that involved in there. There was a few countries in Northern Africa, I think, that were included, and they also had to stop including statistics after 2018, because Trump stopped releasing it. So all the rest is official statistics. After
Yeah.
2018 is not included,
Right.
so it could even be more than 50.
More than 50.
Yeah,
More
at
than-
least
50 is
50
just
bombs.
until 2018.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And it's like, then looking back, the average is 50 a day. And the 2018, he stopped not around all the world, but in some countries, because it was getting ridiculous how many bombs he was dropping. I mean, it already is.
It's yeah.
And it also does not count any bombs that the U.S. supplies to allies and then that they drop for the U.S., let's say, right?
So it doesn't count.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. For example,
towards
Saudi
this number.
Arabia, all the bombs that they drop for the U.S.
Yeah.
on Yemen does
They-
not
They're
count.
not counting those.
Yeah,
in this
exactly.
report. Right.
So this is quite a conservative number. This is, and like, you just think about how insane that is. And we're supposed to be the ones fighting terrorism?
Holy shit.
I don't know, bro. If you tell me someone's dropping 50 bombs a day for the last 20 years, sounds like they're the terrorists. to
Sounds
me.
like they are the terrorists.
Exactly. I mean, that's the takeaway I get from this. And I already had a lot of these ideas built up, right? But this really blew my mind. This news piece here.
But you know what they say, right? It's like the winners, right, at the end of the day get to write the stories of how
Exactly. But like if China takes over, whatever, if one day like the Middle East takes over, don't you think we'll be the Hitlers, dude?
Well, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
We're like 50 bombs a day for 20 years.
And then they're going to be bombing us 50 bombs a day, and it's like, it's going to be...
Yeah, but what can we complain?
No.
They're going to... Look, here's the logic, right? There are terrorists in the Middle East, so we have to bomb them. And by the way, these 50 bombs a day, there's been reports that say the civilian casualty rate of American bombs is up above 80, 90%.
But I mean, I guess I just don't understand this is they're bombing, right?
Yeah.
But they're bombing innocent civilians as well.
Yeah, so if they find one suspect,
yeah,
they bomb that area.
How's that ethical in any way?
Huh?
How's that ethical in any way?
They bomb schools, and this comes up all the time. Schools, hospitals, weddings is a big one. Weddings. So because your cousin was getting married,
yeah,
and someone attending the wedding,
yeah,
has an affiliation with Al Qaeda or whatever, they kill your whole family line in that fucking wedding. It's insane. So my reasoning is like, okay, so what if for people who are like, oh, but we need to stop terrorism or whatever, I understand where you're coming from, right?
But like, this is not it.
This is not it. And imagine Germany has Nazis. Agree or disagree?
Agree.
Right. Nazis are inherently a threat to a lot of people in the world. What would you say if the Jews right now, let's say Israel, because that's kind of the country they've created,
yeah,
was like, hey, Germany, we have terrorists. We know there's Nazis in your country. These guys are terrorists. These guys are inherently a threat to us. We need to start eliminating them, so we're going to start bombing you. And then they start bombing you with 50 bombs a day.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous.
Imagine Israel was bombing Europe with 50 bombs a day.
It would not fly. The rest of the world would just...
No, that's insane.
It is insane.
To eliminate Nazis.
Mm-hmm.
And every time there's a Nazi who goes to a wedding, we bomb the whole wedding. Or if the Nazi's hiding in the school, we bomb the school.
The world would lose it.
The world would lose it. And then imagine after 20 years of doing that, and there's still more Nazis than ever, Israel is like, oh, we got to keep doing this because as clearly as you can see, the Nazis are not, diminishing.
Yeah.
Like, come on,
bro.
the
logic is just impeccable.
The world is twisted, dude. It's so twisted.
So we're run by these leaders, and holy shit, you'd expect better, but
dude, I need a better future for Europe where our number one ally is not these guys. It can't be, dude. If we're serious about seeing a world of peace,
we need the Queen.
We need the Queen.
We need the Queen.
I don't know, bro. To me, and this is insanity to me. And then to the next topic, CNN also released a nice, let's say, report on Yemen. Mm-hmm. Because it's hard to get in there, but they finally did some real journalism where you send a guy with a camera to part of the world that you're not seeing,
Yeah.
Because I'd say a lot of CNN is not very good journalism, but this was good journalism.
Right. What they find? What they find?
They found basically like the horrors of Yemen. Do you know about Yemen?
No.
So I bet you see it on your Instagram feed. Let's say a few years ago it started popping up a lot. So you have the Saudi Arabians. Mm-hmm. They are allied with the US.
Yeah.
And now in Yemen, there was a civil war where local people disagree with the government, try to overthrow the government. The government was very friendly to Saudi Arabia. So now that they got overthrown, Saudi Arabia says, oh, well, now we need to kill all the civilian uprisings because we want the old government back. And America's like, yeah, democracy, whatever. And so to save the people of Yemen and to give them democracy, they started bombing them like fucking crazy. So this is not so much about the bombing and the war. This is about the effects of the blockade. Mm-hmm. So there's a blockade that Saudi Arabia has imposed that stops any food or any supplies from going in. And you see kids, like the whole country is starving to death. And this is the big part of the humanitarian aid programs, right? And the Europe's response is, hey guys, let's send food over there. And then the food gets sent, and it literally, and the CNN shows this, it's literally rotting at the border in trucks that don't have oil to move.
Because they just can't get in.
Yeah.
Fuck.
There's an oil embargo, there's a blockade of oil, so oil can't get in, the food can't move. Mm-hmm. Who's gonna move the food?
Yeah.
And even though, and those are the ones that get through. The ones who don't get through.
Wait, I might have missed it, but like, why is there a blockade?
Because Saudi Arabia is against the people running Yemen now.
Right.
And so the idea is that, I don't know, let's starve them to death, like the whole population.
That's just like such a horrible. It's like, why would you punish like an entire population?
I'm not I'm not sure about the legality of this because, for example, I think we talked previously about illegal blockades on or sanctions on Iran, right? So this one I'm not sure about the legality, but it seems illegal to me.
Yeah.
Under international law, and like the USA is right there standing beside them, right?
Right.
Again. Because the US could easily say, we're going to stop supplying you weapons unless you let food pass through.
But money.
Yeah. Because, bunny. All right. Next news story, bro. UK is discussing whether or not they should end the caps, the maximum amount of number that they're allowed to have in terms of nuclear weapons.
God save the Queen of London.
So this one seemed interesting to me. Because when the UK starts saying we need more nuclear weapons, I'm sure they already have more than enough, right? They must have enough to blow up anyone they want to. But what does that tell you, bro?
That there is a lot of nuclear weapons around.
No, but what that tells me is that someone's looking like they're scared of like a future war. Like they're starting to feel like a war is coming. You know?
Really?
To want more nuclear weapons?
But I mean, also, here's the thing that I don't get is why would countries want more nuclear weapons?
Well, that's the thing. Like the US and the Russia.
Yeah.
Like they have enough nuclear weapons to blow up the world.
Yeah.
Many times over.
But like also they do understand that nuclear weapons and like nuclear warfare is just going to end the entire world. So
yeah, well, a lot of this mentality is, if somebody else has that power, then the only way to stop them from using that power
is that if you also have that power.
No, to make sure that they understand that if they decide to use that power, the whole world ends.
Yeah.
So it doesn't. That cannot be a solution. So in a way, let's get more nuclear bombs so that it never happens.
I mean, I kind of disagree with that. I think there just should not be nuclear weapons at all.
Yeah, but that's the problem. And I mean, that's our official policy, but we only apply it to countries we don't like. You know, like Iran, for example. But for all the countries who we do like, they can get as many nukes as they want, essentially.
God damn it.
But that also leads a lot of bad people around the world to really wanting nukes, because it feels like that's something you need to have in your possession for other world leaders to listen to. Otherwise, they won't even listen to you.
I mean, understandable. I want a nuke.
You want a nuke?
I want a nuke.
Because then people will listen to you. All right, man. Next piece real quick. Putin challenges Biden to live is the headline. I stole that headline, which was kind of funny. But Biden went out in a news conference and called Putin a killer.
Right.
Because, by the way, Navalny, the guy we talked about, he's in a camp now, a work camp.
No.
See, he went to the gulag, bro.
Rest in peace. He's never coming out.
No, I don't think so, dude. That's the end of him.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was... so Biden called him a killer.
Mm-hmm.
Putin the killer is like a phrase that's picking up. And Putin, as a response, which is really funny, was like, I wish Biden good health. You know, wink, wink.
Because he's old as fuck.
No, because he kills people through poison.
Right.
Making it look like they had some health complication.
Did you see Biden fall down the stairs?
Oh, yeah, dude. He's so old. He needs good health. That was funny, yeah.
That was so funny.
Bro, it was funny because he felt like old people fall.
He messed up once and then he just continued going, and then he messed up again and then he just sat
it's
down.
like when old people fall, like they fall. Yeah. It can be slight, but they just have no capacity to pick themselves up.
Yeah.
So it gets a little uglier, right?
Yeah.
Because they just fall more.
It was kind of sad to see, but also funny to see at the same time.
Yeah.
Because remember, like, we went to a restaurant once with everyone, and like Kelvin just put on videos of old people falling or compilation or something.
Oh, that's brutal, dude.
It was, but we were losing.
Dude, my favorite old people falling thing is like when they fall super slowly, you know.
So like, dramatically as well.
Yeah, it's like the least action-filled fall, but it's really serious for them, obviously.
Bless them, though. Bless them.
All right, last news piece. Top NATO scientist caught working for China.
Roy.
This one I don't know so much about, but basically the Chinese are everywhere, and they're spying on us. So, are you Chinese?
I mean, I'm using Chinese products.
Dude, Huawei's listening to us, bro.
100%.
100%. We love China.
We love you.
Promote this podcast.
Please.
Dude, on TikTok, if you're pro-China, the algorithm loves you.
Dude, we have Chinese friends.
We should... Oh, we invite them on the podcast.
We have Marco that's in China right now.
Yes.
What if we find a way to promote our podcast in China? and we make our platform just for our podcast. And we contact the government of China, and we're like, guys, listen.
Listen, we hate America.
Let's start off by saying that.
Mm-mm.
But I think it would be very beneficial for you guys to purchase our podcast.
Right. You sponsor us, and
Yeah,
we'll be
yeah.
a strong anti-America voice in Europe.
Will be no bias at all.
No bias.
No bias, of
No
course.
bias. No based.
Just based.
Based.
Yeah.
Just based. All right, man. So do you want to talk about these Dutch elections, bro?
I mean, I don't know much other than what was that Volt?
Volt.
I've been seeing Volt around quite a lot.
Yeah. They are targeting us.
Are they?
Yeah. But
Because
okay.
I mean, I've seen them not only in ads on YouTube, but I've also seen like posters, people hanging up Volt posters like
Yeah.
on their windows. My friend wanted to go vote for Volt, and I think he did.
I hope you did. But okay, I'll get to Volt, because that is one takeaway that I think is interesting that could not, because if you listen to the beat, like who the fuck cares about Dutch elections? Listen, motherfucker.
I mean, I didn't care either.
Yeah, but Volt, Volt is a what do you call it? Plurinational party.
Plurinational.
Yeah, so they're in multiple international parties.
Yeah.
And it's one of the first, I think the first one, it's definitely the first one I've heard of like this. If not one of the first, let's say, parties that are operating on in multiple countries and running campaigns for local elections, for national elections, and also they're running for EU Parliament elections.
God damn.
So these motherfuckers picked up 3 seats in this election, but I'll give you some of the results, right? So, you know Mark Rutte?
Yeah.
The big guy
Mm-hmm.
who likes the bike?
Yeah.
Yeah, he won again. I think he picked up even more seats than before. That's the VVD party. Then in second place came the D66, which are like kind of liberal centrist, let's say. Very social liberals, but socially liberal, but like economically a bit on the center, let's say.
Right.
And then we have the CDA, who did not come in third. Third came in I just realized when I wrote these notes. CDA came in fourth, but third came the right-wing party, the guy with the weird hair, I think.
I don't know any of them other than Mark Rutte.
You haven't seen the guy with the hair, with the Trump hair?
No.
He's been all over since like last election.
I've only seen Mark Rutte.
Dude, but this is the fucking influence. I'll get to that, but
Yeah.
the influence that America has on Western elections. But anyways, so the way that the elections work, because it's very different from the US, and since you don't know anything about elections, I bet you don't know.
No.
So just as like I'll do a civil service and explain to you how elections work.
Yeah. I'll try my best to understand.
You vote for a party.
Yeah.
And that party, depending on how many votes they get a certain amount of seats in the parliament.
But I thought there's Corona. How are they going to have a party?
Oh, bro.
That's a problem.
Dude, these politicians are not paying attention to their own rules, bro.
Damn it.
Nah, okay, but they get a party. No?
Yeah.
And you vote for the party. And then it's like, so it's cut down into seats, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how many votes you need to get one single seat, but there's 150 seats in total. And yeah, so the more votes a party gets, the more seats they get.
Yeah.
And there is no two-party system, so you can vote for as many parties as you want, or like for any party that you want. And as long as they get over a threshold, they'll be in parliament, which I think is 1 seat.
Yeah.
It is 1 seat. Now that I think about it.
Right.
And then those parties
Mm-hmm.
very rarely get enough to control the government, right? Because for that you would need over 50% of the votes.
Yeah.
That's why I told you earlier that in these elections, it's not like one party wins. You can come in first, but you never get the majority, right?
Yeah.
So then let's say if you vote for a party and I vote for a party, and yours has 25% and mine has 25%.
Yeah.
Or 26, let's say. If we collaborate, then we'll have 52%, right?
So, yeah. But what you're also kind of trying to say is that you're always going to have a voice in the government.
Exactly. First of all, it's much better democracy than the American version, for example, and the British, I believe, because it's direct. It's more direct. No matter who you vote for, as long as they get 1 seat,
Yeah.
there'll be someone directly representing your views, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if we have these two parties, they form what's called a coalition.
Yeah.
And now they form what's called the government officially, because they now have a majority of the seats.
Yeah.
Under one, let's say, agreement,
Mm-hmm.
and with that they're able to establish a government. And then you need a prime minister and whoever's leading that coalition, usually the one who had the most votes, gets to decide the prime minister.
Okay.
And that's the in this case, it's the VVD party from Mark Rutte.
Yeah. And is he the prime minister?
Right now, we don't know. They have to form a government.
Right.
We just know that the VVD, the D66, and the CDA, which is the Christian Democratic something, together have 73 votes, 73 seats, meaning that they only need a few more seats and they can form a government. So they're going to have to bring in one other party.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm hoping it's the, let's say, Volt.
Right.
But that, or like, I don't know, a Green Party or something.
Right. But how's that going to work? It doesn't matter how many seats you have, or...
You need 76, right, to get over half.
Yeah.
So...
How many do they have so far?
73 in total.
And Volt has 3 exactly.
Exactly, yeah.
Yo.
That would be lit.
Yeah.
But it's probably not going to be them. It might be, I don't know, the Christian Union or something.
Right.
Or the Grundlinks.
No, we can always hope. We can always hope that it's going to be Volt.
Yeah, we can hope. But it seems really unlikely.
Yeah.
Yeah, so some of the things that we thought were going to influence the election was the like anti-lockdown sentiment.
Right.
It did come, but those who went for votes on the right, it didn't really take away from Rutte. Like he remained quite popular despite what a lot of people see as a batched corona approach.
But is Mark Rutte for or against lockdown? Or
He's for he's the one who's been doing all these lockdowns. So you can kind of
right.
It's quite a centrist approach. Because for lockdown, but not really hard lockdown, so we still had a lot of cases and so forth.
And was he for or against masks?
It took him a while
to finally
put.
But then again, I don't think it was his fault. It was more so laws and like
both
a little bit, right? Because what I heard is that at first, the Netherlands, when everyone started getting masks, the Netherlands said no to masks.
Yeah.
And so people thought at first they're like, no, we don't need masks. And
then
when Mark Rutte was like, you finally need masks, they're like, why do we need masks if you already said?
Exactly.
And Mark Rutte just did not want to say that he was wrong.
You're calling this guy Mark Rutte?
Mark well, how do you say it?
Rutte, I think.
Mark Rutte?
But it doesn't matter. Let's call him Roddy, dude. Yeah, but what you're saying is true. And some other stuff that was like, that we thought, or I thought was really going to affect him, which ended up not affecting him because he got more votes this time last time.
Yeah.
But another scandal he had recently was the scamming of families through benefit schemes, right? So
wasn't that like the big thing that caused the government to collapse in the first place?
And but this is why it's such bullshit, brother.
Yeah.
Like, this is the most sketchy thing I've heard.
So he was in power before, and then he went down.
No, they resigned.
He resigned
in January, I think.
Yeah.
Or when was it? I don't remember.
February, I think.
February?
Yeah.
They resigned fully, right?
Yeah.
But they remained in power as a, what the fuck do you call it? Like a caretaker government.
Yeah.
So we're just going to take care of regular business, nothing new. Until, guess when? Until when?
Until he got reelected.
Until the elections.
Yeah.
Knowing very well that he was probably going to be prime minister after the elections. So this is like the least of a resignation I've ever seen in my life, dude.
It's like he resigned just to like show off a little bit.
He resigned for a month while still remaining in power. So to me, it doesn't really seem like a resignation at all. And it was insane because thousands of families lost their whole financial lives. And basically how it worked is first they would give the money. I think it was for childcare.
Yeah.
Then they would accuse them of fraud. Which was false a lot of times. And it was usually due to racial profiling. And they would wrongly accuse them of fraud, and then they would say you have to pay back everything that you paid, sometimes with fines and fees on top of it.
Right.
And there's constant debt collectors tied to the police who show up at your house asking for the money. So you can imagine how that ruins families, right?
Yeah, but you know where else this I think might be happening?
What?
Italy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You think so?
You know why?
Why?
Because there's this thing called the reddito di cittadinanza.
Yeah.
For the basic benefit, every month you get paid. I don't know how much it is. It depends on the person, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And on that, it said that you have to have lived or had a residence in Italy for at least 10 years.
Yeah.
Right? And obviously, a lot of people applied for it, clearly not having lived in Italy for 10 years.
Aye.
So I think, and they're still getting the money. They're still going to get the money. And
right.
I think the government might, in the future, lock down on these people and be like, you clearly haven't been in Italy for 10 years and you have to pay us back the money.
Yeah. But the problem with this one was that it was two innocent people who have now been proven innocent.
Yeah.
And it was insane because the reason he didn't take that much steam for it was because he's very popular still.
Yeah.
Second, unfortunately, a lot of Dutch people really don't care if you're screwing over racial minorities.
Yeah.
But I don't know how big of a factor that played. I just know that is a factor. And also, so many people were involved for such a long time at all levels of government.
Right, I remember you told me this.
Yeah, that it was like, because the opposition leader was fucking involved too. So it's like, who wasn't involved? And then when a scandal is this big, what sometimes happens in politics is that people just are like, well, fuck it, we're just gonna keep going.
No, but that's scary.
Because the reaction would have to be so strong. Like, if you were actually to react to this, who the fuck would you have voted for in this election?
Yeah.
There's like only 2 parties left. You know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, you still had... Yeah, so they ended up just being like, okay, I guess he said he was sorry, so let's just keep going, I guess.
I mean, is it enough to just say sorry?
I don't know, bro. I feel like they've been deeply scammed because those are childhoods ruined.
Yeah.
For like all those years that you couldn't have like any fucking money because your parents were being scammed by the government.
Yeah.
And every week you would see police show up asking for money.
It sucks.
I mean, you have to feel harassed. Yeah. And this is a lot of money, by the way, we're talking about. I recommend you guys go check it out because when I looked it up, the numbers...
Maybe link something in
the comments?
Yeah.
In the description?
In the description, yeah.
Yeah, could be.
So if anybody wants to check it out, they can just check out a link to the article.
Yeah, because it was like the numbers on it were astonishing.
Yeah.
I know that the people that affected was in the thousands, and how much money they had to pay was also like in the tens of thousands.
Yeah.
So that's crazy, man.
And it's people with kids as well. It was like for
it's
benefits, family benefits, right?
Yeah, it's always families because it's for kids, yeah.
And it's like ruining the future of kids. It's like just disgusting.
Dude, it's disgusting, dude. How are you going to do this? Yeah, man. So, also, I heard Hassan, you know, the guy we've been talking about. He made me think of something the other day.
Yeah.
Because I saw an old clip of his where he was like, stop fucking laughing at us Americans for all the conspiracy theories anti-corona. You're laughing now, but it's going to come to Europe. And it literally did.
It did.
And now we have the anti-lockdown guys. And quite a few votes went to a party that's very conspiratorial, very like QAnon type. And it's just like really crazy and far right and out there, you know?
It's scary to think that like you would expect like Europe to be a bit more.
We are. A bit more.
We are a bit
but
more.
Literally a bit.
Yeah. We're just lucky that America's that bit crazier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's literally just we're a bit better, and whatever like starts in America ends up coming here anyways. Yeah. Like the financial crisis and everything. Like,
but if there's also another thing that you notice, it's their media as well gets to us very quick.
Yeah, exactly.
It's in Europe. We barely look at our own media. We look at the media from America usually.
So, guys, if QAnon made like people revolt against the government and do an insurrection on the Capitol Hill, if you see that happening in America, you have to assume that same threat is going to be real in Europe in a few months or a few years. So if QAnon started in America, it's going to be here in Europe. You know, if COVID denial started in America, it's going to come here to Europe too.
Yeah. So,
you know, that's why I don't underestimate the influence of America, and that's why I talk about it so much.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see if anything else is there's anything else worth saying about the elections.
I swear his name is pronounced Mark Rutte.
Really? Could be.
In English.
In English, probably, yeah.
Mark
but I know
Rutte.
in Dutch, you say Rutte.
Rutte.
Mark Rutte.
Oh, Mark Rutte.
I was working yesterday, actually. And this old man came up to first of all, a group of girls came up to me. They were like on the way out to party or something. They asked me to take a photo.
Yeah.
I took a photo of them. And then the old man came by and was like, can I be in the photo? And he wanted to take a photo from his phone. I took one from him as well. And it was kind of funny because he was standing in the back.
Yeah.
Doing like the peace signs and smiling. And when they took the photo, he was like, Marco Rutte. Marco Rutte. And all the girls like, no.
They don't like Mark Rutte?
Apparently not.
Ah, shit.
But it was kind of, it was funny.
Yeah. Props to the old man.
Props to the old man. I think he was high or something because he was having the time of his life.
He must have been.
See.
It's Amsterdam.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I do know what I want to say about this.
Yeah.
Who would you vote for?
I mean, I don't know enough to know.
No, but like, what things do you think because you are a simpleton.
Yeah.
When it comes to politics.
Yeah.
What type of things would I have to say to get you to vote for my party?
That you love the Queen.
Really?
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah.
Bro, I love the Queen, dude. Can you
I'm voting
sponsor
for you.
me? No, but seriously,
I know, but on a serious note, I'd say people that are actually looking for towards the future, that are
Okay.
actually concerned about the health of not only the people but also the world that we live in right now.
So environmental stuff.
Environmental stuff, that it has to be important.
Mm-hmm.
People that are looking to work with other people and other governments, let's say, to make the world a better place. And
Okay. So you have to be
Yeah.
open to like what the EU and stuff.
yeah,
Okay.
mostly. And yeah, I'd say normal stuff like this, that they also care about the basic humanitarian needs.
Right, but these are normal things to you, but in politics these are very divisive,
Yeah,
and you're on one side here.
yeah.
It seems like. So I've been seeing this argument, and I wanted to run it through you to see if it's true. Amongst young people who don't like the political system,
Mm-hmm.
or who are non-political,
Right.
right?
Mm-hmm.
This argument that, okay, everyone knows one thing for sure: the world is falling apart
Yeah.
because of climate change, and when you do something to stop it. So, and there's all these parties that are defined by being environmentalists, the green parties, right?
Right. But at a certain point, like, we also need to look into like how much they're greenwashing.
Right.
It's like a lot of them might be just saying it just to get the attention of some
For sure.
certain
For sure.
groups of people.
But I do see people saying like, well, I voted for the Greens because like I don't care too much about politics, but I do know one thing: at least there'll be a party in parliament who has that in mind, right?
Yeah.
A better environment. Is that something that would attract you? Do you think?
Would it attract me? I would have to say that that's not the only thing. I would hope that's not the only thing that they're offering.
So you need a more political agenda attached to
Yeah.
it. All right.
Of course.
Well, that's why I like the green links here, because they're the green left.
The green left.
So for me, that's quite a good mix.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's like in the Green parties keep growing, but in this time in the elections, actually the Greens took quite a hit in the Dutch ones. But overall in Europe, the Green is growing quite a bit.
That's good to know.
And then we have the Volt Party.
Right, and this is the one that we were talking about quite a lot before as well.
And so the Volt really caught my eye because it's I already explained that they're the plurinational, right?
Yeah.
But they go on a lot of stuff that you said. So they want more humanitarian things. They want to reform the European Union, which I think is a great idea. And I've been saying this, you know, because so many people are angry at the European Union. It's not working to their benefit. I understand, bro. We all agree on the basic things. And if you don't, you're misguided. You know, like we need freedom of movement. We need freedom of commerce, you know, within the European Union.
Yeah.
And in fact, when Brexit happened, a lot of old British people got angry that they couldn't own houses in Spain anymore, or had to, you know, move out or whatever, because they didn't realize that if they left the EU, that also means that they can't go to the EU freely, right?
Yeah.
By the way, the level of entitlement there. No, we don't want certain countries in the EU coming to us, but what the fuck? Why can't we still go to you? Anyways.
It is what it is. It's old.
Yeah, old news. But the European Union is not popular, bro. It's not that popular anymore. And it needs reform. It feels so sleepy and sluggish to me.
Right. To me, it just feels normal.
Yeah. But so what you see is a lot of pro-European people. For the longest time, their argument has been like, no, European Union good because of the existing policies. And we were like, yeah, we understand.
But the world is also changing, and we need policies to also change.
Right. And a lot of the stuff you've been doing since then doesn't make too much sense.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Your day-to-day agenda, since you implemented the basic rules, which really helped us, you know, since we opened our borders, there's also been a lot of shit happening, and we haven't heard enough from you, and you guys haven't been doing enough good things, it seems like.
Yeah.
So I think it's good to have a new generation which understands the importance of the EU, and that it's a good tool to use, and that we need to have it, but are also looking at reforming it and radically changing it, because it needs to be something better.
It needs change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because motherfuckers like you, like, did you vote for the EU elections? Would you consider? You weren't eligible, I don't think. You weren't old enough.
I think this was before I turned.
Would you consider voting for the EU elections?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of that you could vote for the EU?
I'm gonna be honest. This is the first time.
Right?
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like a lot of young people I talk to don't really care about voting for the EU or what's going on in the European Parliament.
Right, but maybe you want to explain what this is.
The European Parliament?
Yeah. No, not the Parliament, but
the vote.
The voting, yeah.
So, the voting?
The vote?
I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
Explain the vote.
Vote, the party.
Yeah.
Yeah, they run for European elections. I already explained this to before.
To me, yeah.
No. Also on the
podcast.
You forgot, man.
How long is this podcast?
We're already at 1 hour, bro.
Shit, yeah.
No, but they run for local, national, and European Parliament elections.
Yeah.
And a lot of their values actually lines up with what you said. So humanitarian, they're looking at having a stronger stance against China and America, which makes me feel really good because a lot of people are like, well, either you're on the Chinese side or the American side.
Right.
And I say, fuck both. They both seem very authoritarian. And
we need a
inhumane
third
to me.
side. We need Europe.
Yeah, just be Europe. And if we're serious about peace, we got to let go of America, bro.
Yeah.
And they're very much about the environment. And they're very much about collaborating between countries. So I guess that kind of sums up what you were saying. So go vote for Volt next time, bro.
But that's the problem as well, right? They're appealing to a younger generation.
Yeah.
But it's
For
like
sure.
the older generation are just like thinking different.
Right. But that's where European politics is a lot more interesting, let's say.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to vote, or like the ones in power are not just the ones in the majority that, one party. You can vote very tactically and very directly for what are your interests, so that you can have some people in parliament always representing those interests,
Yeah.
versus the other guys who are different and so forth.
That sounds like actually very well like thought out or like very well done at least.
Yeah, I think so.
In the Netherlands, like this voting system, it's like
Most of Europe has the system, by the way.
right. Italy,
Italy, I think so. Yeah,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure they do.
See,
Um,
I should know this, but
but you don't. I'll be interested to see who you vote for in like elections. That would be interesting.
Yeah, in Italy, when there's the next election, I will be voting.
You will?
Yeah.
Grande. That's important, bro. You have to vote.
Matteo Berlusconi. What? Holy
What?
shit. Silvio Berlusconi.
You're gonna vote for him?
I love him.
He's dead, bro.
I love him.
He's dead, bro. He's a corpse, dude.
Dude.
He's literally like. Silvio Berlusconi was like the precursor to Trump.
A little bit.
I bet you Trump really liked Berlusconi.
But I mean, me liking Silvio Berlusconi is more of a meme.
Yeah, of course. I know.
course.
Oh, maybe we should say that.
Yeah, before anybody like starts thinking otherwise. But have you seen the interview with not an interview, but you know how Silvio Berlusconi also owns the football team AC Milan?
Yeah.
And have you seen him going around? Like there's this old video of him going around congratulating the players. And there was one player in particular who's like, "Oh, dude, you have to show me your wife later because like the whole team tells me that your wife is nice." Yeah. And that clip just went viral.
Damn, dude. Italy's on some other shit, dude.
It is.
Yeah,
It is.
that's crazy. I can't believe that was just like the guy who ran the country for so long.
But was it horrible?
Ish. It was a party.
I mean, Italy's more of a meme, anyways. Like
Yeah.
the Italian government as a whole is like a whole meme.
And like since then, it's been chaos. Anyways, like
Yeah.
what, a prime minister change every 2 years?
Yeah.
Every 3 months.
we had what's his name he resigned.
Manzoni.
Manzoni.
No, I don't know.
The
I just
fuck?
said.
Why can't I remember his name? He was pretty okay for the time being. I can't remember his name for the life of me for some reason.
But I used to have the name Matteo Renzi. No,
Matteo
that's
Renzi
the right wing guy.
Matteo Renzi is the guy that was like first reaction
Shock.
shock because
Dude, I need to look into Italian politics.
Yeah.
I'm so embarrassed that I never knew what was going on.
it's like it was funny because like there's also a certain point where there was a guy that used to be a stand-up comedian or a clown.
All right,
That ran
wasn't
for-
that like Coccodrillo, son Pepe Grillo?
Pepe, yeah, I can't remember either.
Yeah.
But that was a whole meme as well. At some point, you have literal clowns running for.
Yeah, exactly. Literally clowns.
That was pretty funny when like.
Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm so shocked that like Italy is not like Greece yet.
Yeah, that's true.
Holy shit, we're surviving. Let's
Dude,
go.
no, you guys are surviving. But I would say the biggest political problem in Italy is the mafia.
Right.
Always. It
But
has
have
been for a
you
while.
have you heard about like the huge crackdown in the Ndrugate?
See.
Holy shit.
But like the problem is kind of really institutional as well.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But takeaway from election, by the way. Congratulations, Mark Rutte.
Okay, yeah, Rutte.
He's probably going to be the next PM. And this will make him the longest serving Dutch prime minister ever.
Can it be the vice PM, please, Mark Rutte, if you're listening?
Oh, you want to be the vice PM?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sure, bro.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. I'll let him know, yeah?
Yeah, you got his number?
When are you going to come in?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But they still haven't formed a government, by the way. But
Oh.
I'm sure they'll agree on you.
Yeah. I hope so.
Yeah.
I mean, who would say no to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
I wouldn't.
Oh, yeah. Why would you say no?
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I know no one would.
Right?
See,
I mean, I'm responsible.
you're responsible, as we heard at the
Very
beginning of this
responsible.
podcast. Oh, hard worker,
Very hard.
very
worker.
hard, liberal,
3 slides basically almost.
pro change, progress.
Yeah. I love women.
You love women, equality,
Right? Of course. Equity.
businessman,
Businessman.
businessman,
Going to business school.
business school, businessman. You know.
You're also a businessman.
Yeah.
Nice.
But I'm also a politician, man.
Right.
Less attractive.
Me, not so much.
No.
Politician man, no.
I'm also art man. You know. But tell me some of your stories, bro.
My stories.
Let's get more depressed, dude.
More depressed.
Yeah, dude. Just get over it.
Which one do you want, UK or US?
Let's go to the UK's, bro.
Oy vey. At first, right? Like how I heard the story at first, my roommate had to tell me the story. Cause at
Because
first
you don't read the news.
my I don't read the news. No, I don't. Cause you know how on Instagram everyone was like rioting, or like everyone was like posting these things about how men need to be treating women better, or like how men need to be more conscious of how they are.
Right. I saw some of those.
Right. And I also saw a bunch of posts. Like I was just thinking, come on, what is it this time? I was just skipping through all of them. Like, you know, you always have those people that are posting on their stories like, sign this petition, or do this, or do that.
That's me, bro.
Like my move for that whole week was like, I'm not gonna read what's happening. I'm just gonna skip over it, which I guess is quite ignorant of me.
Yeah, well, it's funny because you do mention it. I saw some of those posts,
Right?
And my reaction was the same. Oh, this is the same old, you know, people trying to get me involved in different movements.
Yeah.
Which, I applaud the movements, but I'm on Instagram for memes. You know, get out myself.
Yeah, but that's also true. It's like how you use Instagram and how you perceive the media that you do.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is none of those posts mention a single time the story, which I think was crazy because that's what I think we should be.
I also don't. I think so. I can't remember anyone mentioning the story either.
Yeah, I didn't remember that because I found out the story.
I found out the story through my roommate who told me, and this is basically the story. What happened is that in the UK, in where was it? Do you know?
Bro, don't tell me you already forgot all the details, bro.
All right, the details. We're in the UK.
Yeah.
I want to say Manchester.
Probably. Oh, I think it was Manchester. I think it was.
I'm guessing it's Manchester.
Yeah.
But I'm also only guessing Manchester because like Manchester sounds nice.
I literally think it was Manchester. Dude.
Right?
I
Okay.
think I remember that.
Anyways, so what happened is that there was this lady called Sarah Everard. I hope I'm pronouncing her name right.
Yeah.
She was walking back home one night and she gets abducted by this policeman who shall be unnamed.
Off duty?
I think it was off duty as well.
Must have been.
Which is really sad because if you can't even trust the police in your own country, who can you trust at night? Because the police at night is supposed to be the one source of security. You're walking back home. You're like,
yeah,
I feel safer because I see the police.
we were laughing last night when you were scared because I never thought you were actually in danger.
Yeah,
yeah. Which also might be an understatement.
Yeah,
that might be me being naive, but if you were a female, that shit wouldn't be funny, you know?
Right.
Imagine how that impacts your life. You can't walk home at 9. Dude. Like that's not even that late.
It's crazy.
You would have been a lot more scared, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, what happens from there is that she gets abducted by this policeman.
Yeah.
She gets raped somewhere. And then you know how you need 2 days. You need to, because when you get raped, by the way, you need to try and keep as much of the evidence as possible. So don't wash up, don't clean up. Immediately, directly go to the police or the doctors to try and get examined within those 2 days.
Yeah,
is what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, I have heard that before. Yeah.
Right. So all the evidence is still there. So obviously the policeman knew of this, and he didn't want to let this girl go.
Right.
Because of these reasons. So he raped her. After he raped her, she also got murdered by him.
So he killed her to cover up these tracks.
Yeah.
And then they found the body.
They obviously found the body.
How?
They found it in some forest. Which was really sad.
Well, rest in peace, her, man. I really feel.
And then after that, it gets even worse. It's a bunch of people, as they should, got riled up, and they're like, we need to go protest, as they should.
Yeah.
And when they were protesting for women's rights as well, and like the security of women and whatnot, in the UK as well at this point, they were not rioting, they were protesting, and they were having a demonstration. The police just came and arrested a bunch of women at that demonstration, which is also so sad because You can't even have
what are you doing?
demonstrations. Like,
It's because they passed a bill against protesting, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
Which is super wrong.
Wait, and Max actually told me this the other day. I don't know if it was true or not, but like that people were getting higher punishments for protesting than some people have gotten for rape, like literally.
I think that might be true. I think that might be
That's
true.
insane to me. What are you doing?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
That's why recently when you go on Instagram and you check the polls now, you'll also see people are signing petitions to not only go on riot, but they're also fixing dates on when to go on protest against this as well.
Yeah.
And not only, and like, yeah, the whole situation as a whole is fucked. It's, if you can't even trust the police at night. And I think we need to also learn from this that we men need to also be held accountable. It's like the thought behind it is obviously that you as a person might think that let's say you're a good guy and you're never going to harm a girl when you're out on the roads, right?
Right.
But that girl doesn't know you.
Right. So you need I guess it's I saw a lot of posts about that. So you need to try and help make them feel safe.
You need to try and help them feel safer.
What can we do? Do you have some tips?
Right. A few tips that I read was that at least if you walk past and you it's just you two out on the road, you have to try and say hi and that you're safe and you're not going to do anything.
That
sounds counterintuitive, right? But
seems very creepy. Hey,
it does seem creepy, but
I'm not going to do anything.
It's what you have to do. It's at least it like eases the tension between the two. You've had a bit of conversation, and like she gets to kind of know that at least you're not going to do anything.
Well, I mean, I would say in general, I feel like we don't salute each other as much as we should, right?
Yeah.
I think that should be also because when you salute people, you might start realizing that you're seeing the same people every fucking day, you know? Mm-hmm. So I think, okay, I'll take that advice.
Right.
It seems a bit sketchy to me, but I'll take it.
Because like if you guys are like just coming onto each other, like she's in front of you and you're behind and like she's going to walk past you.
Right.
It might be scary for her. So you just might want to say, hey, I'm safe. Don't worry about me. You can walk past or whatnot.
Yeah. Hey, how you doing?
Or hey, how you
doing?
No,
that's like...
That's a bit creepy.
Yeah, that's really creepy. Yeah.
But just let them know that you're safe, you know, because they might not know and they might be freaking out.
Yeah.
Another thing is that at night when you're walking behind someone, like I was yesterday behind that guy.
Yeah. And you had the audacity to call me scared.
that I was scared. All right. So what you should do is you should try and walk, like slow down a bit and let her go as far away as possible, and then you start walking as well.
Yeah, or wouldn't it be to just overtake? That's what I try to do.
Overtake can also be scary sometimes.
Right, I realize that. But usually I'm like, okay, so...
Because then she's following you and then I'm scared.
No, like what I'll do is I'll be like, I don't want them to be suspicious or anything, so I just walk past them.
Yeah.
Because then they can always have their eyes on me and they'll see that I'm not chasing them because I'm just going my own way, right?
But walking past is also kind of scary.
Yeah, right, I understand.
Yeah.
So maybe, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But that sounds like good advice. So don't look like you're following. Dude.
Yeah, exactly. Those are like the top 2 tips.
Yeah.
Top 2 tips.
Fair enough, dude. You don't want to be looking like you're following someone. Yeah.
Like I was yesterday.
True, dude. I guess if you do look like you're following someone, you might as well call the homie and tell them about it.
Yeah.
Because if you speak out loud, maybe they'll realize that you're not actually trying to follow them. It just looks like.
And then this guy's also a dumbass. He like clearly does not know what he's talking about, slurring the lines.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's crazy. Anyways,
that
was the story in the UK.
Bro, what can we do to stop these things? Like, okay, so that's what we can do to make themselves feel uncomfortable. How do we stop the policeman from doing what he did?
Stopping, there's no way. It's up to the government now. They just have to try and better educate the police or like give them less power.
But the policeman could have done, if it wasn't a policeman, he could have still done it, right?
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, what do we need? Education?
We need education. We need to educate the men young on, because like these are conversations that we don't have.
I feel like we had quite a bit at school,
but only
and at home for me. But I know that a lot of people don't have that at home.
Yeah, it's like at school. But at what point at school do you learn this? In high school. And what kind of high school did you go to?
I don't know. Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah,
that not everyone gets to go to those kinds of high schools that have that kind of mentality.
Yeah, and like very liberal and progressive. Yeah, I don't know, bro. Like maybe I'm not saying anything that people are doing is bad. I like the energy. You know, let's get this feminism movement.
Yeah,
where it needs to be, right? Like equality and all of that. But maybe at some point we need to re-examine our strategy here. And see if there's something else that needs to happen, right?
Yeah.
Maybe the type of education, I'm not sure. Because how old was this guy?
This guy was 40-something.
Yeah, I mean, it'll become evident if time passes and newer generations who have been educated more and more.
Yeah.
it happens less and less,
Yeah.
then we're doing something right.
Mm-hmm.
But if it keeps happening, I feel like we need a new strategy as
We
well.
do need a new strategy if like bad stuff keeps happening like this.
Yeah, for sure, man.
But education over everything at this point.
For sure. I think
We need to
education goes a long
We need to
way.
inform as many people as possible.
Yeah.
Because have you heard that statistic that 97% of women in the world have been sexually assaulted?
97% of women in the world.
Yeah. It's a statistic that we were talking about the other day with Kelvin as well in the group, and Antonio was there.
I was not there.
Ah.
I might have like clicked on it, but I didn't read through
But
it.
it was like a Guardian article, and we also kind of wanted to see what the Guardian classified as sexual assault.
And what was it?
But we didn't
You
get there. We didn't get there. But according to the Guardian, it's like 97% of women get sexually assaulted
And where is this in the world?
in
You
the
said.
world. That's a lot. It's like if you have any female friends, they'll tell you that they've been sexually assaulted.
Right, yeah, they have to.
More-
The
yeah,
statistics, right?
More chances than not.
Yeah, well,
one girl
I'm
has
thinking through them, and that does make sense. Yeah.
Like, think about Michelle.
Say.
You've probably heard stories from Michelle.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
going to say anything.
Yeah,
but,
yeah, of course.
But yeah.
Like any female friend, they've probably been. Which is really sad to think about.
Yeah. No,
But-
it is really sad.
Really sad. And another thing is that they don't even speak out about it to like other men. They speak out about it to like themselves, maybe.
And maybe like a close female friend.
Yeah,
Well, I do think that's part of the thing.
that's part of the problem.
That's part of the problem.
Yeah,
Like the men don't you don't hear about this, especially if
we don't know this problem exists, even though it very clearly does.
Yeah, and you might not be one of the perpetrators, and then you're like, no, my friends could never.
Yeah,
But once you hear the statistic, you have and like if people tell you like, hey, your friend is
yeah.
acting up, then
It's a you need to
You
know.
need to believe.
You need to know. You need to be educated.
yeah,
know
and you
this
need to.
stuff, yeah.
It has to be believable.
And we're not saying we're not blaming men. We're not blaming all men. We're just saying you might not be that kind of guy, but just know that you are still part of the problem, even though you might not be in a sense. Just
I'm a bit lost with the argument, bro.
because hear me out. Like,
Yeah, let me hear you.
let's say you'd never do that kind of stuff,
Right.
but a girl doesn't know that.
Right.
Because a girl that's never met you, she might just think that you're just another random guy that may or may not.
Right.
So
So we're part of the problem is in making them feel uncomfortable.
yeah,
But not as in any other way.
yeah.
I see. No, because some people would argue that we're part of the problem because we're like there's this conspiracy around men that we like having that power and that we're
Mhm.
not like on purpose trying not to change it.
Yeah.
But I don't agree with that. I
Yeah.
think a lot of men nowadays are really trying to change that. Yeah.
Right. That was the story about the UK.
Yeah.
Dude, it just keeps getting worse and worse.
Bro, tell me about
It just keeps getting worse and
Americans,
worse.
dude.
Americans, the US, we have the story about Atlanta
Yeah.
shooting
Yeah.
8 Asian people.
8.
Yeah.
I heard 7, dude. You sure?
8.
Damn, bro.
8. Because 8 according to the New York Times.
Yeah. Yeah.
New York Times can't be lying.
They lie about a few things,
Yeah.
but it's very specific. So for most of it, it's fine.
Right. Also, before we go into this, life hack for anyone that wants to read the New York Times. Don't log in using your computer. Log in using... No logins. But if you want to read the New York Times, use your phone.
It's free on the phone.
It's free on the phone. You don't need to subscribe. You don't need to do anything.
That's kind of smart. Dude.
Yeah. Because I'm just able to read the entire article. through
Or
my
get
phone.
Knox on your laptop so you can be
Or that.
yeah.
or
Oh,
that.
you know Knox?
No.
Oh, it just simulates a phone on your laptop.
Right.
I used it back when I wanted another Clash of Clans account. I remember. Yeah.
But it's smart. But what happened here is that this is like, here's what you need to know according to the New York Times article.
Mm-hmm.
The suspect had been a customer at the 2 targeted Atlanta spas, police say.
So these are spas.
These are spas that
Let's
you
get
went
something
to.
out the way, no?
Yeah.
There's some type of like sexual connotation involved
Right.
between that and
'Cause
Asian women,
apparently the guy had a sex addiction, right? And he was trying to get better,
and he was going to areas that are
that were known for sex trafficking, or like
Right, so, like,
allegedly sex trafficking.
the ones who give you an extra favor on an off-menu item.
Is that sex trafficking?
I mean, depends. It can be sex trafficking or it can just be prostitution.
I think that's just prostitution.
Yeah, but it depends on the women if they're being
Right.
trafficked or not.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Anyways, so that was one of the reasons that he shot, or like one of the reasons that people think that he shot these
He
people.
was an incel of some sort. Or
But also, if he was targeting Asian people or not, that's like a different story.
right, but I heard this argument online.
Yeah.
'Cause some people are saying, hey, why is everyone freaking out about Asian hate crime? This is a different story. But then I heard someone, I think it was Hassan,
Yeah.
again, who made a really sound argument. Like, no, there is a fundamental tie in extremist right-wing views of like Asian women and prostitution. Like that is what do you call that? A prejudice.
Yeah,
that is quite strong.
It's almost like a stereotype.
Yeah, and there's a lot of like really right-wing guys, white nationalists, who have Asian wives, for example, because it is like a theory of theirs that the Asian women are more submissive and, you know, easier to control and more traditional in the way that they like it, you know?
Yeah.
So even though they don't like the race and they're against it, they still end up having an Asian wife.
Yeah.
And so there is a lot more going on there, and there's an explicit tie between hate against prostitution and hate against Asian people in the mind of white supremacists, right?
But also there's this other argument of like fetishizing Asian women.
Yeah.
Because that's a big thing as well.
But fetishizing them in that way, you know?
Yeah.
In that way of,
almost as like they're trophies, and sometimes some people think that they might be trophies, other people might think that they're just more submissive.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But that's where we're at right now. But to be fair, in my opinion, I think it was kind of Asian targeted.
I think it was Asian. I mean, it was either way. It doesn't matter if he did it because of it was like a sexual addiction. He was trying to. But by the way, I don't understand because I heard the police chief talking about it, and he's like, "Oh, he has a sexual addiction. He wasn't having a good day, and this is what he did."
Damn. But apparently, it was like he was planning this out for quite a while. Because he used to go to these bars.
But where does the sexual addiction hit mass murder?
It doesn't make sense.
I don't understand where they got this narrative from. So that's like it's literally like saying school shooting. Oh yeah, he had a gaming addiction.
Ah, dude, I gotta sneeze.
You can just go ahead and sneeze.
It's not coming though. It's one of those sneezes.
Hey bro, how you gonna interrupt the story for a sneeze, dude?
Right, now let's continue. Anyways, always according to the New York Times, the killings targeted the killers. Or no, the killings. I can't even read. What the fuck is wrong with me?
Yeah, what the fuck is wrong with it?
The killings targeted an industry with a history of concerns about sex trafficking. So as we were saying, there were concerns about sex trafficking in these spas. The Atlanta shooting scenes draw anguished visitors. House Democrats hold a rare congressional hearing on anti-Asian discrimination.
Yeah, because it has been on the rise.
Yeah, it has. Yeah. But this is also a thing that's been happening for quite a while. It's even before the shooting. Hate against women, like not women. Sorry, hate against Asians.
Right, because women aren't hated.
No. I mean, I love them.
Ironic. We're being sarcastic.
Yeah. Anyways, but this hate against Asian thing, it also blew up. Remember, you watch H3H2 podcast, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Trisha Paytas was talking about this as well. Like, there's hate against the Asian.
Yeah, there is a lot of hate. I mean, dude, they were in concentration camps in America at some point.
Yeah.
The Japanese.
Not only, but they were also being hated when coronavirus was becoming more of a thing. Yeah, for sure. Right? They were being held more and more, like, as the butt of the joke.
The Kung Flu, dude.
Yeah, the Kung Flu, yeah. There was also, like, the whole Borat movie saying Did you watch the second? We watched it together. We watched the second.
Yeah, but I don't remember anything about China.
He went to a rally. He went to a Trump rally.
Right, and he started singing about the China flu, the Wuhan flu.
The Wuhan flu.
Yeah.
It's crazy, and like it's real as well. And everyone in that rally was chanting along with him.
Yeah, because I mean, there's a lot of synergies building up to this, right?
Yeah.
And there's a much because China is growing, and a big part of it is just Americans trying to cope with the fact that there's an actual real competitor for the first time who is probably most certainly going to overtake America at some point.
No, they will.
Yeah, they already think they have, by the way.
Right. But we don't know.
But it depends. I mean, in the world power scene, I think America is still number one.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyways, they also say here that the suspect had sought treatment for sex addiction, a former roommate says. So, yeah, this is where we're both confused, I guess. He sought treatment for sex addiction?
Dude,
so
it's weird, dude. It's like, I swear the way, like, people can call me crazy, but I swear the way that they were talking about it on the news was a completely different tone than if, like, a Muslim terrorist had killed white people, you know?
Yeah, it
was like, oh, he had this addiction and this is what he did.
It's like they're almost trying to justify his actions.
I wouldn't go that far.
No?
But they were a lot more relaxed about his actions and about the situation.
They didn't seem as fussed as if it
it seemed like there was just a more general understanding from the psychopath's point of view.
Yeah.
From the killer's point of view for some reason.
Damn, bro.
Like, I'm not saying that there was like a tolerant, like completely tolerant one, but there was a little more toleration there, you know?
Yeah.
And I also think part of it is that the victims were Asian.
They were
alleged
Asian
prostitutes, right?
Were they?
I think so, right? Sex workers.
They were just people that worked at a spa.
Yeah, but a spa that is allegedly involved in sex work.
Trafficking, allegedly.
Yeah, sex work and then trafficking.
Yeah. So basically, you could go and get rub and tugs.
Right. So, but like part of part of the, let's say, the reason why the police didn't seem so agitated to me is because the victims were less human, you know, for being Asian and for being low class sex workers, because that is seen as like, because the police do hate sex workers in America.
I just don't get that either. It's like, it's just a job. I mean, I can see why they
It's
would.
controversial. I mean,
It is controversial, but I in my opinion, I would not. It's just another job. At the end of the day, your job
Yeah?
does not define you. You define who you are.
you define your job.
Yeah, no, you don't define your job. Like at the end of the day, a job just can be something you do just for the money. It doesn't define your entire career path or who you are as a person.
No, it definitely does not define who you are as a
Yeah.
person.
So that's why sex work, some people might be doing it either because they really like it, in which case I have no problem, or they might be doing it just because they need the extra money.
In which case,
I also have no problem.
yeah. So
It doesn't define who they are.
yeah, I don't know, bro. Sex work is a trick one for me. I mean, I definitely don't want to ban it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying, you know, that my opinion should be the one in place
mean,
of power, but
Not ban it, but make it safer or like more controlled.
yeah, but that's the big argument, because here we have the red light district.
Yeah.
Where it's like the most liberal and free and like legal, but there's still a lot of problems and negative reports that come out of here, and there's a lot of trafficking involved still.
Yeah, it's because the mafia is involved in this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
which makes it tougher. But if it's like government run and government everything,
governments
even
can't
then-
run
yeah.
prostitute houses.
okay, not government run, people run, but
Strict government supervision, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
But it's like there's certain industries that are like almost perfect for crime,
Yeah.
or have at least grown up side by side with crime. You know.
Yeah.
To a point where it's almost impossible to detach the two.
yeah.
But I do think it's worth a try, and I don't think illegalizing it is
But
going
we
to make
have
it
to
any better.
because it's just the reality that we have to see.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. But one last point that was mentioned here by the New York Times, they said Joe Biden and Kamala Harris plan to visit with Asian American leaders in Atlanta.
Yeah, go ahead, bro. They're not going to do shit. What are they going to
They're just gonna be like, "Oh, hi, hello, we're very sorry."
Kamala Harris is going to get there and try to lock people up, bro. She's going to start throwing people in vans.
Oh, dude, have you seen all the memes about Kamala
Yeah.
Harris? Ugh.
Dude, she's gonna show up and be like, "This is why I want to throw every single Asian female in jail, dude. Get off the street, you won't be killed."
Wow,
those
man.
two, bro. I can't believe it.
I can't believe that's who America has as their president and their vice president.
How did you go from? I know the story. I'm
Huh?
not gonna rant about it. How did you go from Obama to Donald Trump, and then think that Joe Biden was gonna be the solution with Kamala ass, dude?
Yeah, but the other person was Trump, and Joe Biden's just better than Trump.
Yeah, but if it was a real democracy, those would not have been the two choices.
Dude, Bernie, he's trying so hard.
You understand the entire argument of Joe Biden was, I'm not Trump and I'm the only one who can beat Trump.
Yeah,
That's not how
like,
democracy works.
it's America's just fucked. Let's just leave
Yeah.
it at that. Let's just say that.
Yeah, what the fuck?
And on the other hand, Italy is not fucked. Italy is actually bellissimo.
Bellissimo country.
Yeah,
At least you have healthcare, bro.
come visit me in Italy if you're listening.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me.
No.
Bro, I'll go any day. See. Let's see how long we've been going, bro.
1 hour and a half.
Do you want to do this last topic, bro?
I think no, bro. It's just depressing. Let's leave it off of something light. Let's say something funny and end it.
Nah, actually though, fuck funny, dude.
No, dude. I don't want to talk about this last one.
Really?
I'm gonna get depressed.
Dude, I'm already, nah.
Yeah, we're all right. Funny.
Funny. All right, something funny.
Would you rather?
Yeah?
I forgot the question, but let me remember.
No, don't give me your weird ones, dude.
No, not the weird. This is not a weird one. Would you?
Okay.
Okay, I remember it now.
Yeah.
Would you rather be an actor or a singer?
Probably ooh, that's a hard one, bro. Cause I do like, I'll probably a singer.
Singer?
Cause acting it really intrigues me, and I love the
Right.
cinema scene. But yeah, I'd probably rather be a singer.
I'd much rather be a singer. Like
Yeah.
that was a bit of a no-brainer for me. It's like you just reach so many more people and like it's so much more emotional.
Yeah, it's your own. You get to express your own point of view.
Yeah, and you get to express your own self. But I mean, it gets sticky, I guess, if you, according to your music label and whatnot. But
Mm.
I'm just saying, if you're allowed to and you're your own singer, let's say.
Hey, sing a song
I'd
for us.
Hey, drop a beat, bro.
Hey,
Freestyle.
boom.
Yeah, we
Boom,
in the
boom.
even. Yeah.
Boom.
Let's not do
Boom.
this, bro. It's cringe.
We and Demon, we're the free men.
We and Demon, we the freemen.
Slipping on semen. Oh, that was a good meme, dude.
That was such a good meme.
We're in the bathroom. Throw hands. I don't remember the rest.
Slipping on semen.
Who was it who said that?
I can't remember. It was like Kelvin said it.
Kelvin said it. Kelvin, bro, get out the bathroom, dude.
Oh, hey, Kelvin. Holy shit.
What
Come
the
out the
fuck you
closet.
doing in there, bro? Hey, what next, dude? What the fuck are we gonna talk about?
That was my would you rather.
That was your would you rather? I mean, we could end it here, bro. It has been
Or-
an hour and a half.
Right. Hear me out. Music of the week. We did discuss each other's music,
Oh, I totally forgot we had to do that because it wasn't on the document.
but I remember your song,
It's okay because you know it.
Mystery Lady, Masego.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's talk about that. Music of the week.
Music of the week.
Ad-libs.
Hey, bro.
So you want to start with your song?
Yeah, bro. This is a song that I found on my own when you sent
All
it to
right.
me.
I'll start. So Masego, right?
Yeah. This is a song
It's
that I found on
he's a
my
guy
own.
that I used to listen to quite a lot, and that's not true. I just found him last year.
You found him, you sent it to me, and I found it through when you sent it to me.
Yeah.
And I really like you sent me the Mystery Lady one.
Yeah.
And guys,
Oh my lord.
I have never heard a song this smooth, bro.
It's so beautiful.
It is so smooth.
Soul, bro. It touches
Dude.
your soul.
Listen, I don't care what type of music you're into. Go listen to the song.
You just can't hate the song. It's impossible.
You know, I was just for the experience to hear like he put something together that it's hard to explain. This.
Yeah. It's I don't know how he did, like I understand what you mean. It's like the first time that I heard it too, I was like, what is this? It's
It's
something
like
I've never heard before.
He
But
has
like,
some type of understanding over music, where he's able to create like it just sounds smooth. You know,
it was just
he
beautiful.
puts it together in such a nice way. Yeah,
But have you heard any of his other songs as well?
yeah,
Masego?
for sure.
Oh my god, Tadao.
Yeah,
Have you seen the whole freestyle thing? Because that was a whole freestyle, the 7-minute one.
no, I haven't.
You have to do it. It's basically him on several instruments, and it's just him freestyling all of it.
Mm.
And then when he gets on the sax, it's just freestyling him on the sax and saying Tadao.
Yeah. So this song, I'm gonna have to rate it 8 out of 10, bro,
10 out of 10 for me. What the fuck are you on?
because there's a rapper in this who's featured on it.
Don Toliver just makes it better.
He ruins it for me.
Really?
Yeah, and not personally
Yeah.
because I don't mind rap like that too much.
But it's not really rap. What he's doing, it's not rap.
It's singing with autotune. It's just
Here's the thing. You say that's autotune. That's not autotune. That's his voice.
bro. It feels out of place.
I
So
know.
don't tell me that's his voice.
That's
I'll
his
fight
voice.
you.
That
I'll
is his
fight
voice.
you.
Have you not heard his other songs?
Yeah, but he uses the same shit on all his music, dude.
That's his voice. That's literally just his
I'll
voice.
fight you, bro.
That's literally just his voice.
No, I'm listening to it in my head right now. That's not,
No, I can't sing it, but
but don't sing it because we'll get demonetized.
it's not autotune.
Dude, listen.
There's
It's
no,
it's out of place, and it really
it just adds to it.
it makes it go from a song that anyone can listen to.
Because otherwise it would have been stale. It would have been stale if like it was just Masego
No,
the
dude,
whole
it's
time.
already so good.
Don Toliver just adds so much
The first
more.
half is what I live for, dude.
Oh my lord.
And like it brings it from a song that everyone can listen to like a more narrow niche, which is really a shame, I think.
Because my point of view is that Don Toliver does not take anything away from it. I think he, if anything, adds variety to it,
No,
and I like it.
don't. But I mean, it's still an 8 out of 10. And I'm not saying his performance was bad per se, but
In
I
my
wouldn't
opinion-
have put in that song.
In my opinion, that's like a 10 out of 10 song.
Right, I can't give it 10 because there's something I would still improve.
Don Toliver.
Yeah, remove him, bro.
That-
Add another verse.
I like him personally. Don Toliver. 10 out of 10.
Sure, bro. But
Yeah.
I don't want him in the song. The song's still 8 out of 10, bro. I'm giving you a bang.
I mean, it's still a really good song.
Go listen to it.
What you think about my
motherfuckers.
song?
Huh?
What you think about my song?
Oh, dude. No, explain your song first, dude.
I love it.
I hate it.
I have so many things I can say about this song. It's like, okay, I'm just looking up the song because I can't remember what the name of it was.
Yeah, but Bruno Mars and
Anderson .Paak.
Anderson .Paak, yeah.
Leave the Door Open. Oh my god, it's such a silky smooth song. It's soul. It touches your soul as well. You just move to it. You're grooving. You just feel good. You just feel rich listening to it.
All right, let me interrupt, bro. Look, here's where. Let me explain where I'm coming from, bro.
Yeah.
Bruno Mars
Yeah.
and Anderson .Paak,
Yeah.
both of them to me, have like almost unlimited potential.
Yeah.
I feel like they are masterminds of music and of let's say rhythm.
Yeah.
And I feel like I know Bruno Mars can do some really good funky shit. I know Anderson .Paak can do
Yeah.
some really fucking good rhythmical shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I am like I was just so saddened to see that they just produced a fucking silky,
Dude, but
shitty
that's the vibe
love
that-
song, dude.
Dude, that's the vibe that they're going for. That's like a genre of its own.
I understand,
Yeah,
but I hate it, dude.
but I
It
love
was
it.
such a big letdown.
On its own, as for the genre, it's a 10 out of 10 for
Dude,
me
you
as
can
well.
put it in any
It's like,
other.
holy shit, the band is just so talented. The way that they sing is so like, it's like,
Yeah, they're good singers, but like you could replace the song with any other romantic song.
no, you couldn't.
Dude, I swear.
You couldn't. You just
I
couldn't.
was like, when I saw the two were collaborating, because I found that on my own before you showed
Yeah.
me, by the way.
Right, yeah.
I was like, because I really like Anderson .Paak. I was like, fuck, this is gonna be amazing.
It was.
And then it was just like,
Dude, I don't know. Would you say that then our taste in music is different a little bit?
yeah, for
'Cause
sure.
I'm
I
into
think,
the- I'm
I
into
think
this
you
kind
like
of
this
stuff.
type of thing more.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
I need like some funky.
Because I can
beat
appreciate
going
it. I can also appreciate like the color that's going on in the video as well. It's like all brown tones, earth tones.
No, that was good.
That was nice. Yeah,
The filming was quite good.
filming was good, and then like the band and like the way that Anderson .Paak just plays the drums, it's just amazing.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. Because like to be able to play the drums and sing, it's very tough. It's very hard.
I saw him do that live, dude.
Yeah. Holy, you seen Anderson .Paak live?
Yeah.
God damn. Yeah.
Denmark did. Roskilde, 2000, what?
Jealous. All right.
2018, I think. Might be wrong.
But yeah, for me, it's a 10 out of 10.
I would give it. Dude, I'll give it a 6 out of 10. Like it's a good song. It fits on the radio, but it's just replaceable by so many other songs.
Yeah, it's not. It's so different to every other song.
I don't see what the fuck is different.
I think it's so much more different
I,
because it's so much way better than.
I'm gonna
every
leave
other
the
one.
door open. Girl, come over to my crib. Let me sing to you like Romeo and Juliet. Get out of here, dude.
You memorized the lyrics.
No.
You love it so much you memorized it. Nah, but like
No.
the lyrics were okay. The lyrics are nice, but it's much more about how you feel after you listen to the song. And like I just felt so nice.
Yo, I felt disappointed.
Really?
Yeah,
Damn.
dude. I thought they were gonna release a banger, but apparently it's part of an album, right?
Yeah, and the album is coming, and this was just the first song.
I'm sure there's gonna be like a few songs at least in there that I really.
All right, here's
like,
what I'm gonna
so-
say. I'm gonna give the song a 9 out of 10 because I'm hoping that there are songs on the album that are gonna be 10s.
I'm giving it a 6. I'm hoping for 10s as well, because I know they have the
Ooh.
potential to make 12s,
Right.
dude.
Okay, I'm just gonna leave it to that. Fuck it. There's no change in your mind, bro. Because I absolutely fucking love this song.
Yeah, bro.
I will.
Hey, bro, do you got a bathroom in this house?
I do, bro.
Alright, let's end this. Okay.
No, bro. We just kind of shit in the sink.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know that Reddit community that's called pissing in sinks.
No,
They like to pee in sinks instead of the bathroom,
but I mean it makes sense. It saves so much more water.
and it's a lot faster.
Yeah.
And you can wash your hands while.
While you're pissing.
No, dude, this is wrong. This is wrong. Oh, fan måste dra bra.
Sì, dai, vai bagno.
No. Bye podcast. Then
Bye podcast. Bye.
is that it?
Yeah. Oh,
no.
Daily Kelvin shout out by the way.
Oh yeah, Daily Calvin shout. Any other
can't
shout
forget.
outs?
Huh?
Any other shout outs?
No, fuck everyone else.
Dude, I had something to say about Kelvin, but I forgot.
His afro?
Nah, we said that last time.
He lives in the UK.
Fuck him, dude.
Okay.
Why didn't he stop the police guy?
Which guy?
The guy.
Oh yeah, that's Kelvin's fault by the way.
Yeah, like you were there, no?
Yeah, Kelvin, come on.
Imagine being there not doing
you
anything.
live in the UK. You need to be a better person, bro.
Dude, start paying attention, motherfucker.
Man.
Yeah, see you guys next week. Man.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Found the peace among the clueless. Listening to Bowie sing, the word is not something you can change.